welcome everybody. We have the small crew for tonight's live chat. Just going to be me and Joe. Well, actually, though, that's not true. We have a special guest for everyone that's going to be here tonight. So we had our Guardian Warrior Solutions Bang Hangar video on Sunday. I absolutely love that thing. The more time I spent with it, the more I really just enjoyed it. I was a big fan of the True North MHA, even though people were mad, like, how dare you say anything mean about it? I was a fan of that, but I think there was a good bit of room to improve.
Dude, people get stuck on it. I was thinking about buying the True North. It's expensive, and I didn't want it digging in my hip, like Ace Ventura. And I saw your video. I didn't even know that thing existed, and it reminded me of the good old days when you have to watch a video regularly, and I immediately wanted to go buy one. I was like, oh no.
You would have Sundays where you're just going to buy. You're like, well, every time I watch a video, I want to go buy it. Like, why am I just not learning about it? Like, I probably should have told you. So
it was back.
we do have Woody here, and I'm going to add him in now. So Woody, welcome. You guys get to look at Woody's crotch the whole time. So don't get too excited.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
So I'm going to give the floor. We have a ton of comments and stuff, and like even Croak saying like the MHA was good, Wilder was better, Bang Hangar looks solid. I think I don't know if I haven't played with the Wilder one, but those are good dudes too. I know even Woody works with them. So one thing exciting I want to tell you guys about first. I want Woody to go into some stuff, but Woody, can you tell them what we are giving away today?
So we are going to give away a full belt kit, but the main thing is going to be a Desert Night camo wrapped Bang Hangar with the stiffener plate, all the hardware, as well as whoever we pick as the winner, you hit me up and we will get the right size if you run a 1 3/4 or a 2-inch belt, and I will cut either the shorts or the micros in that same night camo, so you can get an entire belt set up with 3 of the Adapt 2 shorts or micros, and then 2 of the Adapt 1s or micros, and that way you can set up a majority of if not all of an entire belt.
And I'm going to cut in, and I'm going to say I'm a little salty. I had no idea that was going on, and Walsh said before the video started that I can't enter the giveaway. So I don't even know I'm here. I should have just created a different YouTube account, skipped out tonight, and then entered the giveaway. Like,
look at someone did
not Joe.
For what do you do a desk pop? I think he's in his garage. I think I run the same problem we run into doing that.
One of these days, someone could be like in a garage out on land, and they're just going to open the door and pop one off.
Yeah,
and then somebody could owe us a lot of money.
So Woody, I don't know how much you watch of the show though, but we often, I don't know if you have a beverage of choice, and there's about 100 degrees out there in your garage. Oh, so you have your water of choice. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Feel free to drink your beverage of choice whenever we play the drinking game. Everybody at home too. There's an opportunity. I didn't wear my gear. Sorry, everyone. I was just in a bit of a rush today. Weird. It never happens. But whenever we do the Wizard Jimothy's, anytime anybody says Wizard, that counts. That is a drink of choice. So I did find out. Jason was telling me we may be having Caribou Coffee come in and talk to us one of these days on the live chat.
What?
Yeah. So that could be exciting. Maybe we'll get some coffee.
I can, dude. Like any of the like Baileys or anything like that is delicious in coffee.
So, Sam, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I'll start going through these comments in a minute, but first, I want to let Woody talk. Let's just do. Joe, pick a fun hashtag while he's talking, and I'll start putting the wheel together.
Okay.
Like,
you mean right now? You said wow. You said wow. No. So, yeah, I think it should be hashtag Bang Woody, dude.
Bang Woody. All right. I mean
that's
Woody and I approve this hashtag.
Oh my god. Okay, everybody. You heard the hashtag Bang Woody. I will be they're already putting okay, have you for this one. So for this one, it's just it's all viewers, it's all members, it's all everybody. So anybody who's here, you have to be here to win.
Besides
the
Joe,
hour.
you got to put that caveat every time, or
Joe
else
can't
I'm
win.
going to enter it.
Yeah, Joe can't win.
Yeah.
At top of the hour, though, we'll draw for it. So then, Woody, this will be a little bit lower on the comments, but I do want to say thanks to all the people who were in here early. Just real quick though, good thanks to Good Wolf, thanks to Croak, Prepper Book Club, Das. I did get your message. I haven't got to read it and respond to it yet though, but I will. Thanks to Sam, all those people who were in here early, Michael Farley, Ironsight. So thanks you guys coming in here and supporting us every week. But I do want to give Woody the floor and let him talk about some of the stuff, and you guys can ask him questions. So I'm gonna do my best to grab them as he's talking. But yeah. Okay. Woody, go ahead. So start us with the Bang Hangar, and yeah, go.
Cool. So this is the Bang Hangar. And originally, I actually was not going to tackle this kind of a problem. The biggest thing is obviously, pinch points and comfort, stuff like that. Things that we've kind of overlooked. Everybody wants the super stiff, the MHA plate until you wear it on shift up against the center console for an extended period of time. It gets
for more than 10 minutes.
Pretty wickedly uncomfortable. Right. And then, the classic UBL. This is a low ride, but several problems with it. One is it's the curvature of it. Nobody's the same, right? And you can't really change this a whole lot, as well as it's made for one belt size, and if that happens to not be the right belt size for you, I think they make a couple other different sizes now, but there's also some aftermarket like inserts, I think, or zip ties or whatever to keep it from sliding vertically. And then even when you do that, the forward back motion is still potential for that.
And Woody, that's what I talked about in the video, how I mentioned to people how I have to use adapters on a lot of those with a lot of different belts, and usually I don't even mention it because they can't get them. So I'm like,
right,
it just doesn't work, and you can't, like, I have two of them. I've never had another one. So yeah, it's a good point in how we lead into this.
Yep. And so additionally, especially the UBL has virtually no features to it. It's just set, and that's what you get. I know they've got the elongated hole patterns here that you can sort of get some cant, but since Safariland was stuck in the 80s forever and everybody wants FBI cant, you're kind of stuck with that, right? But a big one is the comfort of it. A lot of them, there's a couple of things that happen that lead to the discomfort. One is it's curved with your body, but that causes your belt to weave in and then back out, which I like to call them belt aneurysms. But anything that disrupts that circle that goes to your waist, right? So this actually bends in and then back out. So it's reversing the bend of your belt. And then that puts these two hard plastic points on your hips. And then what happens is this concave surface actually dips into your lower hip and puts a nice little pressure point there. So companies are, they're making the Core Performance pads or the Shaw Concepts pads. There's a lot of aftermarket things you attach to these just to try to make them bearable, right? So that's the UBL problems. Other companies have tried that same fix kind of in this, essentially we're just regurgitating little changes in the same stuff, right? So this is the Alien Gear Rapid Force. And so it has that same issue where it's two large points here, less of a belt aneurysm, but it's still a large chunk of plastic that's pushing into your hip. And I
want to say too, looking at the Blackhawk or the Alien Gear, it looks like they've solved it, but when you wear those for a while, it's almost the exact same problem.
Right. And I run Alien Gear on patrol as my main squeeze holster, and so this was what I was running, and it's a little bit better than the UBL, but you still get those same issues, as well as when you get in the car, if it doesn't have anywhere to go, if it doesn't have any give to it, it presses up on the holster and then presses the two top portions into your hip more. And if it doesn't do that, it dive bombs. And so you're sort of sitting on your holster because there's, police vehicle seats are still not well thought out. And so they still have those big flared sides. And so your gun has nowhere to go. And so that was some of the things we were trying to fix. And then the Blackhawk one is it still gives a good belt aneurysm, and then it's a very large chunk of plastic that's up against your hip, and it's not super comfortable. And what I was saying is I actually had no intentions of going after this problem because I didn't think we could come up with that solution. But a lot of people, both people that I worked with and then people online, asked me to try to make something for it, which led down to finding the thicker Tigris, coming up with stiffener plates, you know what I mean? And so we wanted to get the solution for the comfort as well as making it use all of these, right? So it can now take whatever holster you want and mount it however you want it to, right? Since I wanted to go with a wider footprint as well. The big one with the MHA that I don't care for is it is narrower than the actual holster, and so you get that seesaw effect on your actual hip. And holster itself, it's just better for the movement of the actual holster on you. So that's why we went with the 3-fork Molly design. And then, we were able to, after many different testings that we sent out, I mean, we sent out like almost triple digits of testing units and got a lot of feedback, went through a lot of revisions, and finally settled on this one. And now we can size it specifically to your belt, and not to say that it is one specific belt size. So like the Alien Gear comes with this little block that you can flip around for a 2-inch, for a 1-inch, or for whatever. Right. But it's set to those things. These we wanted to go with sliders so that if you're running something like the Defense Mechanisms belt, which actually measures out to a 1.83 height, or roughly therein, you can still snug it up. So like this is my extra duties belt, and so I can snug those directly up to the belt. Even though it's a goofy size, you can now size it specifically to your belt. And then the other thing was, kind of adding as many features as we could without making it any sort of intrusive to the product itself, was integrating the leg strap, but still allowing it so you could use whatever company's leg strap you wanted to. Because I know you like the Wilder articulating leg strap.
I love that one.
Yep. And so I didn't want to make anything proprietary or exclusive to one type of attachment, right? So like I just got a submission that showed the Shaw Concepts one fits, the Wilder fits, basically anything that would normally fit now fits on this. If you can mount the holster to it, you can generally mount that company's whatever attachment. So that's what we wanted to do, is just give it a wide blank slate that is both comfortable and user friendly to adjust minute differences in cant and ride height. And so like here I've got several examples of actually. So your
one
QLS,
thing real quick with the leg strap. Yep. People probably don't realize if you wear a leg strap, like some people just don't wear them at all. Like most duty places don't let you wear them, so it's not a big deal. But if you wear them for a long period of time, their orientation on your body starts to come into play. So if you have them angled straight out and then they immediately go like an angle to go around your leg, it just does not work well. So it seems like a super small change to make, to like angle them with the curvature of a leg, but like nobody seemed to sort that out before now. So it's just interesting.
Right. And I know you got the original, or one of the original testing units, and it was squared off.
And
so
that was bad, but that's just
right. But that was some of the revisions. Yeah. I'm a big fan of, I don't like companies that don't respond well or don't actually care what the customer has to say. So I wanted to be peer reviewed I had the basic design and then sent it out to a wide variety of people, military, police, gun tubers, friggin' competition shooters. I sent it to everybody, right? And so that collective
and out of the four of us, you decided to send it to Walsh.
Yeah.
So he could strap it on and climb logs like that.
Yeah. I couldn't make it to the range. I couldn't make it to the range in time. I was like, you know what? This is going to work.
Solid choice. Let's climb some logs.
Whatever. Hey, listen, you saw it. It worked. You're like, oh, I could climb things and be able to pull my.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I watched it, right, and I almost. So I gave it two different types of people that created it. a cop or any type of special forces person created it because of how high it rode on the belt. And you like that. Walsh likes that. Yeah, but that's typically a duty carry, right? When you're riding around patrol cars and stuff like that, it's normally mounted. You normally want a shorter one. I'm one of those weirdos. Walsh makes fun of me all the time. This was given to me by a viewer, the 1911, but the Safari holster. That's how I wore it in the desert. So I like my thigh rig all the way down to my thigh, where it's almost my arm's almost straight out where I'm drawing. Maybe a slight bend,
right?
But definitely more straight out than a 90-degree angle up on my hip. So the first thing I thought, I need one. Second thing, I'm 99.9% sure my Safariland QLS will attach to it. And then the third thing was, do they make a longer one?
Yeah, so I don't make a drop system yet. I have had many requests to make a what's the Safariland one that has the forks that come down and then attaches to the actual
QLS
leg platform? No. It's just like a elongated stick that then attaches to your drop leg. But something to that effect. I will start looking into making a drop leg, but this is able to do a mid ride, as well as this is the same distance as a low ride when you go to the bottom section. So you can go mid to low.
Yeah, I wonder if that went just like another 4 or 5 inches longer or whatever, if that would just
solve it. Could. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just spitfiring idea. I'm just getting conversation on.
You're not the first one to mention it too, Joe. Like someone else said, like, how do I go? What if I want to run a lot lower on my leg? And I'm like, I kind of have it as low as it goes, but I get what you're saying, because you may want to clear more gear. And like, how do you get another inch or two if you need to?
Right. I wear mine like where you'd have your cargo pocket.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, just because you're wrong doesn't make me wrong.
I know.
Right. So
it's ability to hear, because then he knows, like, hey, there's a market for these things. There's a market for.
Yeah, I'm glad that he said that other people had asked him that, because I'm in that boat.
Yeah, like a bunch of weird guys.
Yeah. Yep. And so that's like a potential next product or down the road product for making an actual like drop leg. So everything I make, I use currently in my actual job. So that is all of these things that I've attempted to fix are things that I have experienced myself, not just like once or twice at the range or something, where it's like some people come to me with their specific issues that they have, but it's hard for me to brainstorm a problem when I don't experience that myself every day. So this one right now is kind of the mid to low ride fix for kind of duty use, and then we're going to expand upon that from this product. We'll expand upon that. We're also playing around with the idea of possibly doing a custom shop, where if you send us a picture with some scale to it, we can just custom laser out whatever.
I want one.
That'd be cool too.
I want one 6 foot long, just for Joe. I'll pay for it. Just like it's like on the ground. He's just dragging it. He's like, perfect.
Well, you're in luck, because they come in huge sheets. So
it's great. I'm good for it. Let me do a couple questions from a few guys.
Yeah, let's get to some questions.
Zachary Fett says, can the Bang Hangar be run without the leg strap?
Yes, I personally don't run either position. I don't run a leg strap.
Yeah, that's why I use it with and without. I just prefer the leg strap because I just use it for range use mostly. It's just consistency of draw. But like,
okay, Walsh left-handed, he uses a mid ride and a leg strap. That tells you everything that he's doing is wrong.
Yeah, that means everything. I have a great draw and I probably can shoot well.
But yes, it definitely works without a leg strap. Our department doesn't allow us to use leg straps on patrol, so I run no leg strap. It works with when you're running and everything too, so it's not.
All right, Woody. Here's another question going the other way. The dude says would like an option to have a holster high for sans armor, not wearing armor, and lower with armor on to not interfere.
So yeah, this one will be your lower with the kind of armor setup, because we wear outer carriers and I wear plate carriers all the time. So this is designed for that specific use. We are messing around with possibly making a kind of inline version, but we're trying to figure out the spacing because we still want it to be compatible with everything. Trying to get that spacing correct. It's kind of the issue that we ran into when we went down all the way to the micros with the 1.75 height. Once you crush everything in, you can't fit your hole pattern the same way in that space. So,
but I wonder with a QLS, the way that it mounts and then your locking pin or your locking piece slides in, it makes your holster sit up a little higher.
A little bit.
So I wonder with a QLS, if it almost at normal belt height, like if you had just a leather holster with belt loops on it.
Right. Yeah, the QLS does set so the Alien Gear puts the QD much lower. This is actually at the third to highest, and you can see it runs
pretty high,
almost in line with the QLS. Because it's actually lower than the QLS.
Do you have the Alien Gear? Oh, by the way, I just realized we have guns there. You can't touch those. Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Just
so you know. If you're gonna touch it, I'll block you out and we can move it. But you choose.
I'll just pull the sheet and see what flies off the table.
Yeah. So on this, just so people know, the Safari, the Alien Gear one, it sits in a weird spot, so it already does sit pretty high. Where if you mount that,
Right. So it puts the attachment point is actually at the very bottom of the holster, which puts everything much higher.
Yeah.
So if he runs something like that, like the Alien Gear attachment, and he puts it on the highest setting, shoot, that might be higher than a normal holster.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This puts it in line with my belt when I run it at the third to highest.
Yeah. So I think what
there you go, dude,
is even something to think about too, Woody, is having, maybe the solution is that if you look in between your 3 slot holes, is if there's actually an attachment plate that can then slide up and down where it becomes a 2-piece. I don't know. I got an idea. Maybe we don't ruin it for everybody. I got something to suggest to you. Maybe we do it, because I think what people are asking for, I want to be able to collapse it down in one position and then expand it out for another use case. I think there's a way to do that.
Gotcha.
Smart people will probably already figure it out, but I'll throw an idea out to you in the green room. All right. Okay. Josh asked some super important questions. The real question is, how many bananas can you hang from it?
As many as you need.
Yeah.
It'll hold a full combat load of bananas.
However many that is.
I like that answer.
It's funny because I spent the time to talk about the durability during the video, and I got so many comments about, like I expected, of like, well, it can't like hold your whole body weight. Like, actually, that's exactly what I showed you from the Instagram page.
I mean, honestly, the worst case scenario, why I want anything to be durable on my belt is weapon retention. Right.
Right.
So you're taught, you put weight down on your holster when somebody grabs for your gun. You need to beat them to it, and then you jump force weight down. And somebody pulling and twisting, that's all I care about. Like, what were they? The Forbes paddle holsters that had the 3 rivets on the top. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about.
So they're just paddle holster, and they were connected. There are 2 pieces of plastic, and there are 3 rivets on the top. And you go to do weapon retention, and you put a little bit of force down. If you turned it, the whole thing broke right off your belt, and now a bad guy has your gun.
A bad guy has it.
Yeah. But I mean, there are video of them holding on to a firearm in that holster and hanging off of a pull-up bar. I mean,
but still it would break right off.
Yeah.
So we made sure to do a lot of like defensive tactics, gun grab stuff. We had a guy, before we even added the stiffener plate, we had guys like twist the entire thing around trying to rip it off. We've had a couple of very beefy guys at some other agencies give unimpeded efforts of, giving them 10 seconds to try to rip the whole thing off. So we haven't had, and I mean, we've tested it to the point of I sacrificed my entire weight rack cable machine to setting up some crazy Rube Goldberg booby trap and throwing a sandbag on top of it. And that was the only way we could get it to fail, was like setting up static 160-pound plates on it and then throwing those 75-pound and 50-pound sandbags onto it and snapping it in half. And that was, again, only with the original plate. And when you add that stiffener plate, it just doubles your tensile strength.
And then you're using actual machine screws to hold it down. Like after you put it through your webbing or whatever, you're actually using machine screws, right?
Yeah, it's straight from Holster Builder. Everything is U.S. sourced and everything, and so it's Chicago T-posts, custom flat washers, and then Chicago screws with some rubber spacers to make sure
it's not like it's woven through and then stuffed into somewhere or something like that. They're actual metal screws that hold all three of the flaps that go over your belt together.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. That's the only fault that I could see in it. And will it do my QLS, which you just showed one, and the length of it, and that, and I was sold. When Walsh showed it. I'm like, dang it, Walsh.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing we've had questions on. So it'll definitely fit the alien gear, obviously. It'll fit the QLS, and then this is that new the Blade Tech tech mount, where you can take whatever cant you want. It'll fit that as well.
It's kind of aggressive cant.
Yeah, it's like they market it as like the 360-degree cant. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, if you want your gun upside down, I don't know.
I think that the cant that I have, like I went through the high, like the most aggressive cant you can have. And at that point, like I like that position, but any more than that, I'd be like, this is dumb. Like you start right. It starts to get in front of you, and like this doesn't make any sense. Right.
Which I'm not one to tell people what they should and shouldn't like. So I just wanted to make sure it would fit this, even though you have to pick your cant every single time you re-index the holster.
Every time.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
that. That won't lead to a failure to draw or failure to reholster.
Nope.
right. And it's the retention on the QD it's this large paddle flap, and then you lock it with this toggle doodad. I don't know. But the main thing is if that's what people like, that's fine. I'm not going to tell them how to live their life.
You just don't see the negative of doing that. Like, hey, every time you connect it up, it's different. Like, wait.
Right. And then again with like the Dara, the Blackhawk stuff and the Dara, I don't care for this holster too much, but it will fit.
What about what's the one we really like? The Sherpa holster? Does it work for those?
Yeah, it'll work for the Blackhawk.
I'm just joking.
Like I was trying to not say any of that. You got me again.
I should say it'll fit the T series and the Omnivore, and you should never buy the holster of death.
And never ever buy the other one. I do want there is a ton more comments that I'm trying to go through. And Woody, I'm sure there's more you want to talk about. But if we can go ahead and talk here again. Woody has been nice enough to come on here, talk about the Bang Hangar. Can you go over one more time what we're going to be giving away today? And I'll talk to them about what they need to put in to enter.
Yep. So we're going to be giving away a Bang Hangar with the Desert Night Retro camo with the stiffener plate, the whole package. And then we will also be, when you contact us, we will also cut whatever size belt you need to make a full belt kit. So 3 of the Adapt 2 short or micros, depending on what you need, and 2 of the Adapt 1 micros or shorts, whatever you need. We'll cut that with the Desert Night camo on there.
Yeah. So to enter, just what was the hashtag?
Hashtag Bang Woody.
Yeah, to be entered. So I'm filling out the wheel right now. So we'll have the wheel of disappointment at the end. There's a ton of good comments on here, talking about how, like what we talk about how I had the original prototype. Michael Farley says you sent it to Walsh, who then leaked it on a live stream. We all remember that. That was a great moment.
Woody probably didn't know about that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. We know who the Blue Falcon is now.
He came.
Yeah, I jumped on there, but it was funny to get contact forms from my website. Like, hey, just saw the Bang Hangar on Walsh's video, and I was like, ready. What?
Yeah, I'm ready to purchase. Like, that's not for sale. But I guess it was good marketing though, because it was like, well, that's funny. At least we know there's interest. So
Hey, speaking of that, so you're selling them all yourself, or you're sending them out to distributors?
I have many companies that are wanting to wholesale or to buy this to sell on their site. I'm just working on setting them all up and stuff. But so far, right now, it's so new and everything it's just through my website.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then what's your price point on just the Bang Hangar?
So just the Bang Hangar, none of the add-ons. So this will be $60. So that comes with with the stiffener plate and your hardware to mount it to the belt. The holster, specific holster, should have come with your necessary hardware.
And I'll say this to you, Joe. Sorry, you probably have more questions. If you're not running a leg strap, you can run just the stiffener and have no issues. You're not going to have any problem. You're not going to need anything extra. Like, you don't need a leg strap. If you're just running the one plate, I prefer.
Yeah, it's $60 to get started. I mean, that's I say that deal, but I'm cheap. So
right.
yeah,
and
I mean,
I guess
$60 to get started.
I should clarify. Some of the people that have had qualms and questions about it. The other thing is this is 2 plates of the thickest Tigris that you can buy. So like our regular adapters is 8 layer. This is 12. And when you double them together, you're actually running 24 layers of Tigris. So it's definitely the stiffest we could,
Yeah.
To put that in perspective,
$60 for a starting price point, and that gets you in the door. And then if you like it, then you start outfitting your belt more. If you don't like it, then it's only $60. I think that's a heck of a deal.
Woody, you said it was what? How many sheets when you double it up? 24?
So when it'll be 24 layers of Tigris when you put the stiffener plate on it.
Yeah, I think that's double. Like, if you guys want to know, like, comparatively speaking, I think that's double the DM mech belt. Like, and it's already like, that one's already pretty stout.
Yeah. So the DM mech belt, I think they run either 8. I think it's 8 or 6 layer.
Oh yeah, it's either, yeah, you're right. It's either 6 or 8. But like, so you're talking like 2 to 3 times the DM mech, which is it's not going anywhere. So yeah,
right.
So going through some more comments. People are just commenting on how Cody died again. That's unfortunate. Xeon Zone, welcome. Good to see you. Croak, making some good jokes about 4 or 5 inches longer is what people need. Zachary says proof of life is required for each live stream now. People can't win. I'm just going through here. Angry Sarge just kind of mentioned.
Good. It's a lot harder to give you a couple more inches. All right, it's not that easy.
It's not that easy. I don't know. I gotta.
I don't know. According to all the radio heads, it's super simple.
I think I give it, Woody. I think I got a cool idea. I'm telling you, I got a cool idea.
Woody got it. Schultz didn't hear the joke. It was funny. No, you missed it.
I probably didn't. Angry Sarge says my department sucks too, so I'm running mine without a leg strap. Like most departments, I think that's and what's interesting is Woody's looking at it from, like, he can't show who he is, so that's somebody who's using the equipment, right? And it's interesting that it includes a stiffener and doesn't include a stiffener, because if you run it with the stiffener, you really don't need a leg strap, so you can get around of a lot of department rules about what you have to have. It's not going anywhere, but it does still have the flexibility that it's not just gonna grind into the side of your leg for hours on end.
Dude, you should have had the clip of Ace Ventura chewing bubblegum going, "Your gun was digging into my hip." Like, you should have had that feed up. So every time you said that, we could have just played in.
Oh my god. The dude says QD attachments. So he's talking about what he mentioned before with having to be able to ride higher or lower, with QD attachments for QLS to have higher or lower. But listen, I'm gonna talk to Woody. I got an idea. Don't steal it from me.
Hey, before people start jumping off here and head into Woody website, Woody, I ask everybody that comes on here, man, what about a discount code for our viewers? How do we get that?
We actually have a live discount code. It is Walsh for 10% off. All caps Walsh.
Oh my god. You were talking to the wrong person in that group. How is that Walsh?
Wow. I'm not even able to fit through the door to get back upstairs.
Yeah. Did you watch the video? You should have made it like logs or something.
No. I'm trying to give Walsh
backyard rock climbing.
Yeah. Listen.
No. I'm trying to give Walsh the extra 3 inches he wants, man.
Did you see the part, Joe? Did you see where I used the logs like I was driving the car though? I was like,
yes,
I was like,
that was actually pretty funny. I was
like,
talking trash about the logs until you did that, and I'm like, okay, now they kind of make sense.
It kind of makes sense. I was like, how am I gonna pull this off? And I like kicked one log over, and I was like, oh, hold up.
Dude, I wanted that log to tip over so bad. Like I wanted you know how on Instagram you see video and you're like, I'm pretty sure that person didn't survive that. That's the type of accident I wanted to see. You're hoping for.
You wanted.
Yes.
I am going to show this real quick. Here's what I got a couple people to add. So go ahead, Woody, add a little bit more talking about the Bang Hangar. I'm going to be adding these people in.
Yeah. So that basically covers most of the Bang Hangar. I know a lot of people have asked about color options and what kind of stuff. So right now I'm talking with Reese Wraps to get a wide variety of colors that you'll just be able to stick on yourself.
Hold on.
It looks.
Sorry to interrupt you. I do remember Michael Farley reminded me when we showed the prototype. I literally told people to email you. And he messaged me on Instagram.
You're still the Blue Falcon of the night, Mike.
He goes, why is everyone emailing me? Like, oh yeah, quick, come on the live chat. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Colors.
Yes, they definitely emailed me. They emailed me a lot. Yeah,
that's good.
I made to do that.
We have the best viewers on YouTube, just to let you know. We have the best viewers.
But yeah, so the Reese Wrap stuff will be available soon. He sent me some videos today and yesterday about where we're currently at with his version of it. I know the only reason we don't have him right now is I know he had a new baby right when we were about to launch. So we're just getting these out to fix that because you probably wanted a Reese Wrap when you ordered. We will put it as a drop down if you're new to buying the Bang Hangar, so you can add it on in the cart. And then we're going to put it by itself on the website. And if you bought one already, you'll put in a code for free shipping and you'll put in a code to bring it down to the add-on price.
Wow.
So
nice.
How cool is
I will make sure that you're hooked up with your Reese Wrap if you already bought a Bang Hangar and you were just jumping on the initial release. I just want to make sure we're getting everybody set up. So.
Dude, I 100% agree with that, and it's because we're trying to be considerate to our guest. I bit my lip like 3 times. I have all kinds of stuff to go. Yeah. Dude, I want to tell a story about the M1.
Okay,
so bad.
Woody, we never stay on topic, so we may go sideways for a minute here. But 076 Liberty said, enter code Walsh and it adds 10%. Like, you just pay extra. Like this is a garbage code.
How long is that code good for, Woody?
That one I'm not super sure yet. I've got to see kind of how many people are going to be reordering on the Cordura wrap by itself. I'll probably make that one last maybe a month or 2.
Okay, so you got the time, $60.
Yeah,
and you get a discount using code Walsh.
And Woody and I, we're in conversations as he's getting all this stuff situated, and we're getting conversations too about how to get like a permanent one, like a good TLD CO, work this into the future. We loved working with Woody when he first did the Raptor adapters and kind of help him just show that thing off. And then now he gave us the opportunity to be the first ones to show off the Bang Hangar. So we're definitely working with him more. So we love promoting all the stuff what he's doing. And
we do need to talk on the side about the discount code, like what it actually is, though. You've been talking to the wrong person. Hashtag or Walsh or discount code.
No, listen. Woody likes me. Like that's
because he hasn't met you in person.
Yeah. It's.
I have actually met him.
You did, yeah. It was.
Then it must have been a quick brush by.
It unfortunately, like we had been like, yeah, we're gonna hang out, and then we were running around doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But it was a quick moment, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then he didn't hang out with you, huh?
Oh,
that probably happened a lot.
That's not. That's not nice. I will.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you, Shot Show was pretty bonkers. So that's where we met. So,
dude, I sent Walsh a picture today, right? I don't even know what gun it is. Do you? It was so Springfield came out with a new gun that I'm a fan of Springfield. They came out with a new gun and I'm like, ooh, that's cool. I don't need it. I won't buy it. But then they came out. Yeah. And it doesn't shoot you when you drop it. Weird. But then they sent out a picture that they have the whole new optic system on top of the gun. Walsh isn't the biggest crybaby when it comes to different optics. Like, oh, the doctor cut and all this cut and all that cut, and you're gonna need adapter plates and you need this and you need that. Springfield came out with an adaptive system for their optics, and they have all the holes drilled for I don't know how many optics. I'm gonna say all of them from here on out. For all the different optics, and you can move the pins around and the front pin lock into place. And I'm like, this is genius. Like, why has nobody else done this? You can use any optic on this, whatever you want. I take the picture and I send it out. Walsh has something negative to say about it.
I mean, you can put whatever optic you want. It just doesn't shoot. You just put whatever. You just glue it on for that.
Well, so are you referencing the Prodigy, or which one are you referencing? I can't. I got nothing on the Prodigy. It's still my favorite handgun I own, but I got nothing for it.
Woody, I'm gonna steal a second to let Joe tell a quick story though. But I have to go. Yeah. It's called the Echelon. Yeah, that's a new one. D-Man did say this though. He said he's gonna grab one of your bang hangers, and he goes, "Walsh costs me money. Strippers talk to me into cheaper things."
Right? It's cheaper to go to strip club.
I mean, we're gonna start reviewing night vision gear. That's gonna make you guys pretty mad.
No, nobody can afford that, so you're fine.
No, yeah,
everybody. You're gonna do all the night vision video, and then I'm just gonna do a flashlight video.
Yeah, well, let's go watch Joe's video. How much?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys, you got watched Walsh's $1,000 videos. Yeah, I got a $50 flashlight here.
Who's got $5?
Yeah. Don't worry, it's military grade.
Yeah, it's
as seen on TV.
That $5 burn a hole in your pocket. I got something for you.
Designed by a Navy SEAL.
You can read my book after you use this flashlight. Oh my God. Okay, so
that's funny.
Joe has an amazing story. So
yeah, Joe, I got the deal of the century for me. Probably the gun deal of a lifetime for me, and it happened super fast. Happened on Monday. Short version. I'm talking to a buddy.
Pause for a second. I'm gonna show the wheel while you're talking and telling the story, so people can make sure their names are.
Yeah.
And if not, they can. Yeah.
So talking to a coworker, I said, "Hey, if you know anybody that wants a AR, I have a couple built out, and I'm gonna, try to sell them. Typical arrow and ballistic advantage builds. Nothing too crazy, but fluted barrels, nice charging handle, stuff like that." He really liked it. Said he couldn't afford it, but he really liked it. Then he said, "Well, if you know anybody that wants an M1, let me know." And I was like, "Wait, hold on. Like, what kind of M1 are we talking? Are we talking about M1A that like produced this year or what?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not really sure, but it has all the paperwork for the civilian marksmanship program." I was like, "Okay, this is legit. Hey, you said that this was a really nice gun. You want to trade straight up?" Long story short, he said yes. We transferred him. In Colorado, you have to transfer them. We transferred them, and I am now the owner of an M1 Grand. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. What's the right pronunciation?
It's fine. You get your groceries at Walmart.
Garand. It's a M1 Garand, chambered in 30-06. It is remarkable. Like obviously the stock is a new stock, but yeah, from the civilian marksmanship program for the cost of a built-out AR.
Well, it was pretty amazing. So Joe, when we were in the green room, he did get to show it to me. It looked pretty amazing. What was oh yeah, Krug's got a good comment. What was the year on it again?
So I looked at the serial number, and the best I can figure in October of 1943.
43.
And it's a Springfield receiver and a Springfield barrel.
Check this out.
And I just said that I'm a fan of Springfield.
Krug says your grand ownership almost makes up for your devotion to Springfield Armory. Almost.
It's made by the same company. Krug.
The same people.
It's the same company. Yeah. Did you know International Harvester made M1s?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there are 4 companies that made them.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of companies that made them. I think like Six Forks, a bunch of refrigerator companies. There's a ton of stuff.
Yeah. But International Harvester made some. They had problem, but they made some.
So what's interesting too is that Joe made this. So we when we first kind of started Thin Line Defense, he built a gun for me And he almost, I think you guys probably heard the story. He almost didn't send it to me. Like he almost walked back to his car and didn't. He's like, "Sorry, dude, you're just gonna get your money back." He did send it to me. You probably see me. It's the weathered one with like the hexagons on it. You probably see me tested like 1 million optics on it. It's a fantastic setup. Probably right at an MOA for an M4 or AR build. And I don't know. I think at the time we could, we were putting them together for a pretty good price compared to like what you could get them at stores. So it became one of our favorite things to build was this same setup where it's just like a super accurate barrel, really lightweight, just using aero parts. And it's just an overall good build, reliable, works well. So it became our staple build. So it's interesting that Joe was going to trade one because like we have like infinitesimal numbers of these build because we build kind of the same one. Like it's just a good combination of triggers and barrels.
We just wait until stuff go. So what I do, I build mine over the course of like 6 to 8 months. So I wait until stuff go on sale, really good sale. Then I'll buy 2 or 3 of them and I'll slowly gather all the parts. And then once I get everything kind of together, then I'll build a couple out and try to sell them, recoup my money and keep going. That's what I do.
So just a constant run. Well, hold on. I got a quick question from. There's a lot of good comments here though. But Josh says, Walsh, off topic, but is there any review coming up for the Prism 5X from Primary Arms? Hold on.
See, Woody. He just said there are a lot of good comments, and then he only selected the comment that pertained to him specifically.
Oh, it was Reese.
And yeah, whoa, so I'm your biggest fan.
No, Josh, I don't think we've talked a whole lot, but
no,
you're my favorite now. No,
I had your name in it.
Yeah, I did. So I picked up. So yeah, I do have one. This is the SLX 5X Prism. I've played with it a little bit. I do like it a lot. It seems like it's a pretty good buy, but I haven't gone a shot with it. We're going to do some cool stuff where we look through the optics like we normally do and play with it. But obviously it's still in the box. I haven't got to mess with it yet.
Dude, nobody commented that they tried the Mountain Dew and whiskey yet. That's 2 weeks in a row. Nobody even said that they've tried it.
I'll try it.
It's your homework, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if our viewer passed grade school with how they complete their homework.
So Woody, what have you found to be your favorite setup with the Bang Hangar in terms of like holsters or belts? And what's like your favorite combination so far?
So I really like the Defense Mechanisms belt. And the setup I run with that. I run the Alien gear on their little cutie, the full, not the slim, but the full duty setup because I run a 17. And then I really like running the Mars carriers on our Adapt 2 shorts. And then I run a, who's it? 511 Gerber pouch on an Adapt 1 because all of our 1 series can all do malice clip replacements. So I run that as well. And then I run I'm waiting on another Strategic Dark cuff case, but I think those are superior.
I was just about to ask you if they're a cuff case in the future, possibly.
If I'm going to do a cuff case?
Mm-hmm.
No, because I think Strategic Dark has started. I think they're getting ready to order to have my stuff be organic for their mounting solution, and this cuff case is freaking fantastic. It's a hinge up. It's all Kydex, and when you run our Adapt 2 short on there, or Adapt 2 micro, depending on your belt size, it is stupid freaking streamlined. And so this has been I call these the felony cuffs because as soon as you go to the holster, you can come back and grab this set of cuffs. But it doesn't get in the way of your grip or anything like that. It's extremely streamlined. But yeah, I wish I could use my extra duties belt at regular work, like in black, but our patrol side is stuck to basket weave because we're stupid. So I run the X belt, lesser known guy. He's catching on big time, but his belt is not, I don't think it's actually leather, but it is he's got other belts, but he does an internal Molly channel as well. But the big thing here is is me knocking over the camera.
Yeah. You're about to be on camera.
Yeah. But the big thing is he has, it's under my glove pouch here, but he has stretch built into the belts. And so that actually stretches with whatever whatever you ate that day.
Yeah.
It's extremely comfortable. This is like wearing a leather couch. And so
it's interesting too, because
that's what I run on patrol.
That small amount of adjustment can be a big deal because you get those belts so perfect, and I'm rarely that exactly perfect size every day. Like,
right.
And it's not even that. Yeah. It's okay. Now the weather just dropped 50 degrees. You're not going to be the same size.
Or
right.
different pants.
Yeah.
You have so much more clothing and layers.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, I'm in the cold area, so it gets cold and we layer up really quick. So, but the other thing he does is he runs his adjustment to the inside, so you don't have that tail that you get with the adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
So it's extremely clean end to end. So I prefer that. I run Flightline Fiberco dump pouches for both jobs. This one's for people's possessions. When I take search incident to arrest after we arrest somebody, you can run that. And then
can you show people how you're using? I know we're going to get a little bit off on the Raptor adapters, but can you show them how you're using the Raptor adapters to put some cant on some of those?
You gotta blow his up though.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't say that. Enlarge his.
So this will show you the direct mounting. So this will work for both. So these are all on ELSs, the Safariland ELS, because when I go into the jail, I have to take all these off. So those are ELS mounted to an Adapt 2 short, which is essentially a Tech Lock replacement. And then these are Mars carriers directly mounted without the ELS. And all it is it's essentially the same kind of hole pattern that you would normally mount this stuff with, but now it doesn't go over the belt, and you have to put Velcro on both sides and stuff like that. So that's how, and so you can see like this one, this is my horizontal rifle mag, and that's an upcoming product. That is how it attaches. Yeah. Okay, I'll just show it. I'm really bad at this.
You pulled them off.
Yeah, congratulations.
So we are looking at getting into expanding our production capabilities into some nylon gear. So this is a belt specific blank slate laser cut squadron Molly hanger. And what you can do with that, so like this is what I run on patrol. So now I prefer the 1110 soft side pouch because it covers the entire tourniquet. But what you can do is I screwed a black triangle punch dagger onto this side. I screwed it onto an Adapt 1 and then used the other side of the Adapt 1 to molly the pouch on. And so this is all one package using one Adapt 1.
Interesting.
It'd be interesting to see what you could do with some of it. And I mean, I'm throwing out ideas because I see that, right? The tourniquet. I like mounting the tourniquet down on my thigh rig. And,
right. Yeah, and we've got we're working on like setting up different ways to place tourniquets and things like that in different places. The other thing is this isn't dedicated. I know you've seen like the T-Rex arms or the all the elastic loop that's specifically for a tourniquet. This is also for the guys like I run a 32 waist, so I can run pepper spray, I can run a flashbang, I can run any of those things below my magazine pouches and not have it on my back.
Because you don't have the real estate. Female run into that a lot. Female, I feel for them. They don't have pockets on their pants for some stupid reason, and then the real estate is significantly smaller on a female waist than a guy's. I don't have that problem. I got enough tactical girth that I could probably fit everything, including my kitchen sink, on my waist. But dropping it down or getting it off the belt.
Right, and then the other thing is because they make Molly wings for stuff, but it's usually the the side placard kind of wing, so it's an extremely large set of Velcro. So you kind of have to resort to cutting that and then hoping this is the right Molly size. So this is just a real easy blank slate that we're looking at making once we get our nylon stuff spun up. And then we got some other stuff that is a kind of a departure from a lot of like standard med kit type things that we're working on. That one's still in such an early phase. I can't really show that one. But yeah, that's how all of the adapters.
There was one you were talking to me about that I want to get with you on too. I know there was something else with that punch dagger. I know you and I talked about. So I just want to say to people, there's a bunch of really cool stuff that he's got brewing that is kind of going in the background just with the Bang Hangar and all those ideas that I think you guys are gonna be interested in.
Yep. So yeah, we're trying to dive into equipment and why you would use it when you would use it. So like TCCC kind of stuff that doesn't jive well. The layout of how TCCC works doesn't jive well with the actual setup of your IFAC, right? So we're trying to make things more user friendly, so you're not yard sailing everywhere and having to have one kit for every single phase of care. So so that's something we're working on.
Joshua says it's sort of like a soil leader tourniquet holder, but a nice holder for more stuff. Like it looks like it's very similar to that, but it holds a lot more things, has a lot more options.
Right. Yeah. So and I've done a lot of stuff where I've thrown, just a utility pouch on there, or whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean? I've messed with a baton on here.
I'm pretty sure I could fit 3 fruit roll-ups in that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's the test. Well, how many?
This will fit 3 fruit by the foot, or not fruit. Yeah, fruit by the foot. The long ones. It'll stack them in there.
Yeah. And that's definitely going to lighten Welsh's load. I mean, a little bit, but not completely.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you're carrying a lot less. I can put 3 of these on my
but then
belt.
I could eat one from my belt and then replenish from Welsh's backpack. I can't even call it backpack. Whatever it is. Plate carrier bag.
It's not a grown
that you can't get to, so it only holds my gear.
I do like how D-Man is making some fun jokes about how many predators he's killed since buying the thermal hide. That is not lost on me. That is funny. Zachary says, and this is a good question I've had for Woody a couple times too. Any 45-degree cant magazine pouch adapters, or is that on your
for like a Molly to Molly direct mount,
like a Raptor adapter that comes straight up 45? I know it's hard.
So the big thing is HRT Tactical makes one that essentially does that, and they also carry some of my products. And trying to keep some business integrity, I don't want to try to compete with them on something that I think is sufficient.
Yeah, and I'll be honest too. I run the HRT one also, and it costs like $7. Like they are fair in their pricing. We have a discount code with them too. You can save a little bit of money on those. And they're an overall a good. I'm rocking HRT today. So their adapter is really good if you're just trying to go straight 45. What's really nice about the Raptor adapters is a lot of times they feed into a tech lock, so you can switch stuff out a lot faster. You don't necessarily need to with the DMX belt. You can unscrew and move things pretty quickly. But the HRT one works really well with the DMX belt too. So yeah. All right. Oh, what time are we getting to? All right, let's do one last one. So Woody, show one more time what we're giving away. And I'm just going to remind everybody while Woody's showing this, and he's going to talk about it in a second, you hashtag Bang Woody to enter. And I'm going to put as he's showing.
So YouTube knows we called it that because we're giving away a Bang Hangar and Woody's giving it away.
So while he's talking, I'm going to put up the wheel. You guys check for your name. And yeah, Woody, what are we getting again?
So we will be giving away we'll be giving away a custom Bang Hangar that has been lazed with the Desert Night Retro Night Camo. It'll be lazed on there, and then when you get a hold of us, if you're the winner, we will also custom cut whatever size belt kit. So you'll get 3 of the Adapt 2 short or micros, depending on your belt size, and then 2 of the Adapt 1 short or micros, depending on your belt size. And everything will be covered in the Desert Night Camo.
Now, is that laser cut with it, or is it a Reese wrap?
So this one's not the Reese wrap. This is I got some just sheets of stick-on stuff, and kind of like what I did with the goon tape, and then lasered it on. Because we don't do wraps for the adapters, so those will be completely one-of-a-kind custom stuff.
Oh wow!
So it's lasered on there, like right now.
Yep. So it's this is like stuck it on a blank sheet and lasered it out.
Yeah, so you can't buy that. You can't get that later. You can't get a cool setup. This is the only one that exists. You guys are lucky.
Hey, I don't see J-Dub on there. Is he on there?
J-Dub's on there. I'm gonna put
prove it.
Walsh.
Oh, you're putting yours? I can't enter, but Walsh can. Hey, prove J-Dub on there.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get Jokic. I don't think I got him. Gotta make sure though. No. Yeah, J-Dub's way up here.
Okay.
He's right here.
He's my boy, man. I gotta look out for my peeps.
All right, I'm gonna. One thing I didn't do one time, we didn't shuffle this, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. You ready for this, Woody?
Oh yeah.
This is. Have you seen?
And while it's spinning, Woody, this is called the Wheel of Disappointment.
Have you seen?
Because it's absolutely ridiculous. I believe it's rigged, and I'm part of the dang show.
I think it's rigged too.
Yeah,
I clicked the button.
I don't know how this happened, but you'll see some disappointed people here in a minute.
You can see like you custom. I don't even know how to custom. There's like a way to do. I don't even know how to do it. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Whatever. Here we go.
So good luck, everyone. Look, the dude is already saying it's rigged. Like we haven't even started. We're doing it.
1, 2, 3, go.
And it's been so painfully slow.
Yay! Remember that one time that it actually like stopped like on a dime? Yeah, and we were like, that was absolutely terrible. We're never doing that again.
I think we had it set for like 20 seconds or something, and it was like fast spin or slow spin. It just like went boop, and like, oh, that was
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Prepper Book Club said no intro. Oh, dang it. Well, Jason's not here, so we can't.
Yeah, you're not in here. All right, I'm picking blue.
Red. No. Oh, the dude made.
You already said red. Woody, what color gonna win?
I'll bet on green.
Green.
Oh, we're between. Oh, D-Man may win this. Someone's gonna get screwed.
So good.
Someone's
so mad. Dang, it's slowing down fast, dude. I think it's gonna be green. I think Woody called it.
Oh, Harry. Harry got screwed. Congratulations. Like, are you here? Look, I called it. He was like, "Oh, look, it's not."
All right, and it's not.
And it's,
so which color won? Yellow? Gross.
This is the wheel that we do it. We just have like the way the game works though is you have to be here to win. So if
you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, Mike is a newer viewer, so he may have come in and not known the. Oh, he came in.
He's here.
He's here.
Yay! Hell yeah!
Awesome. That's great. All right, Mike. Well, congratulations on winning, Harry. That is awesome. That you all like you really almost won.
Was he the green one?
It was so close. It was so close. All right, so Mike, what I need you to do is email us at thinlinedefenseco@gmail.com. I'll get all your information over to Woody, and we'll get you all set up, and we'll go from there. And I'll get you all connected up so he can get everything. And he's
don't worry, Woody has it in his possession, so Wolf won't be mailing it out, so you'll actually receive it.
I still have Prepper Book Club's patch that never got sent. But like it hangs out with me. Like there's such a story with this because it hangs out with me every day. Like I go to work, it's here.
What? How long have you had to send that out? Like 3 months?
Listen, it had dust on it when I picked it up just now.
Too funny.
Oh, I feel bad.
I feel bad. But it's funny.
It's on the list, Prepper. I mean, this is yours. Like, there's no question. And like, think of like how much screen time I should like write on it or something like Prepper Book Club. Like, Walsh put this on there. Like, it is yours forever.
Dude.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, Mike, big congratulations. So Mike, here, I'll give you the email.
I haven't seen Mike's name on here. I mean, I'm terrible with names. Mike, how long have you been watching the show?
Probably, I think this was one of his first times. I think it's maybe first or second time I've seen him on the live chat.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names.
Yeah. So, well, Woody, you are welcome to hang out with us and talk about more gear and talk about your stuff too. But if you are hot in your basement, I will give you an out too.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. I'll stay. I can.
All right, cool.
If you just hear a large clunk, it's me passing out. But we're good.
Yeah. All right, let's take this thing off the rails. Give us some of your questions you guys have
about anything, whatever.
Yeah, let's just take
go
sideways.
Next question wins.
I do love all this stuff from Woody though. I'm a big fan. I was setting it up for the video on my stuff, and I was messaging Woody. He's like, "What do you think about it?" He's like, I was like, "I'm gonna need another one," because I have my DM mech belt set up with alien gear stuff, and I was like, "That thing, the alien gear mount sucks compared to the Bang Hangar." All right.
What's the question?
I don't know.
We got 0.
No, we got some. It's Caleb says, I bet he ships the patch when the nods are at 1 million subs.
Probably. Caleb, dude. Caleb,
that's probably.
How far are you behind on comments?
Oh, we probably could go like massively way back. That things there were so many things we were talking about that
Let's try to rip through some comments.
Okay. J-Dub said that his AA sponsor won't let him complete your homework assignment.
Oh, well, that's a good sponsor for you.
Harry says he's going to try some Mountain Dew with some brandy.
That would be good too.
That would be good too. Going way back. D-Man says M1A is a modern M14. You can't put an optic on.
Yeah, I agree. It's not my defense gun. It's just a gun I've always wanted.
Croak, you were talking at one point, but Croak made a fun one that I brought up in the middle of everybody chatting. He said drunk Joe is best Joe.
I've only had like a drink and a half. I mean, I agree to that. You should see me like lit.
Yeah. I do remember we were like we hung out. We were at leadership school, and it was like, hey, we need a beer pong table. Like, where are we gonna get a beer pong table? Like, dude, we're gonna go to Home Depot and we're gonna get some wood and we're gonna make a beer pong table. And so then we made all this. So then we're drunk and we're like, where are we gonna put this big slab of wood, beer covered wood?
Yeah, in my room, and it stunk it out like crazy. Remember when I football kicked that can and hit that dude in the head with it?
I remember that. That was a good time. So yeah, drunk Joe is a fun Joe.
Yeah.
Talking about some more. Josh was talking about more snack expansion. Is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Zachary, he said the HRT one is really difficult to put together, or I'm just stupid and can't figure it out properly. I absolutely and maybe Woody, you can correct me here. I have to use pliers when I do this. When I do the HRT one.
Yeah, it's definitely like an origami set, and it definitely needs to be because it's meant to be woven back and forth through, versus these that I don't, we just slide these down through. So that's kind of the big difference there.
Yeah, I could show you, Zachary, if you want, I can help you put it together. I end up doing it on my DM belt, but I've also done it on the HRT belt. So I've got a good connection system for both. I can show you the tricks. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'll show you how to do it. D-Man says, Zach, I can verify it's hard to put together. I can't verify these. He says, I can't figure it out either. Oh my God. I think way at the beginning, Harry goes, can anyone see Mike Hawk on there? Like, yep, we saw him. You almost won, buddy. Says, no, Mike, it's too small to see. Oh boy. All right. And we just had a bunch of people chatting. When was the date you were saying, Woody, that we were going to be looking for seeing all the wrap with the
The Cordura wraps?
Yeah, the Raptor adapter wrap.
For the Raptor adapter wraps or
Not
the Bang Hangar?
Raptor adapter. I'm thinking of Reese Wrap. My brain's just.
Yeah, so I don't have a date on the Reese Wraps yet. I've already requested the order and everything. We just got to get everything buffered out. So soon, hopefully really soon.
What colors are going to be in the first group?
So we're going to do a large amount of black, Ranger green, Coyote or FDE or whatever the heck that tan is, and then multicam. And then I think Reese might be doing like the other colors on his site, like the multicam black or all the other like more obscure ones, you know.
Oh, I feel super bad.
Multicam for the win.
Mike Geary goes, no, I've been on for a long time. Like we're gonna blame that on Jason. Like
yeah, he never showed your comments.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jason usually runs comments, something like that.
Dork.
Mike even goes, like I said, the last 2 giveaways I was green, and I was green till it hit the end, and then it went yellow. Like, wow, yeah, we totally.
Yeah, that was a rob, dude.
Oh
man.
Bailey Luke joined late and says, "Whose crotch has joined the show?" So
that's Woody, bro.
Woody from the Guardian Warrior Solution, showing up all of his legs and pants and stuff.
What's funny, I said the same thing when I got on in the green room. I'm like, wait, whose crotch am I staring at?
Ooh, okay. Woody, here's one for you. You probably know this better than us. What radio pouch do you recommend for chest rigs?
Are they doing like a direct mounted or a wing?
I don't know. Assume nothing. It's a chest rig, so assume the dumbest possible option.
Okay, yeah, I mean, oddly enough, the new 511 Flex radio pouch is super handy. For the wing versions, the defense mechanisms one is fantastic.
Yeah.
Mainly, I like how he does the loop on the inside of the pouch, so you can flip it over and it still is the right orientation. So that's been my favorite for.
And they do that on the like the expander for the magazine pouches too, which I like a lot because I can run it either behind the plate carrier or on the weak side, strong side, whichever, and just flip it upside down or right side up.
Right.
Yeah.
But the 511 Flex one is, especially for like the Motorola's and stuff like that, it is a lot shorter on the pouch side of it, you know, where it exposes a little bit more of the radio so you can get to more of your controls and stuff. And then it just runs a shot cord with like a magnetic, I don't know if you've seen like the Warrior Poet sling attachment, but it's like a magnetic snap lock. Super, super handy.
Okay. I have a couple. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Jada saying Jada, what did you say? Just bought a few HRT shirts. Walsh shirt gave me a hint that they made new ones. Oh yeah, they got new ones. We all got some. The whole new lineup changed. I think our discount code works, so we all got some new ones. We're wearing. TLD CO should still work even if you're buying shirts. So yeah,
I haven't got mine yet.
Get some of their new swag. I got Cody's shirt upstairs too. So we'll see if he ever gets that.
Yeah, I don't know where mine's at. It got lost.
Coming. Mike, good to hear your email was sent. That was sent straight to Jason, which is good because that means someone's going to handle it. Mike says it's pretty funny. His name is Woody, and the camera's pointing at his groin. Nope, it is not. It has not been a joke for the entire hour. Not at all. Woody, Prepper Book Club asked, is that a little pouch on the far left of the basket weave belt? I guess it would be your right.
This guy?
No. On the basket weave. What is that little? What is that little like? Yeah, the mini purse it has on there.
This is just a rubber glove pouch. I honestly, I use it mainly to cover up the elastic section so my department doesn't see it. But because this is that belt that has stretch in it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we'll just delete that part of the video. We can just block that out.
I mean, it was live, but yeah.
Wait, what? What happened?
No, nothing. Anyway,
Nothing.
Mike Garrison.
Gloves, yeah.
He got robbed on the Agilite front admin. It hit me and just slid by. Okay, you're a member if you've been screwed by the wheel. Like, so, all right, sorry, our mistake. It's how you get known to be.
Yeah. Well, when we finally make that shirt, we're gonna have to put some names on there.
Yeah, no, that's the best part. Is like have the actual like members' names in.
Yeah, everybody that's been screwed over by the wheel.
Well, I have to go
goes
back
onto that shirt.
No, we'll give you that homework.
Okay, if you've been screwed over by the wheel on the next live chat, put your name in the comments.
Joe made it a lot easier than I would have made it. I would have been like checking checking every video. J-Dub in the Tub said he checked HRT's website and still no hoodies though. And he said I'll buy you one, Joe. Didn't we send you one?
Yes, dude. J-Dub, amazing.
Maybe not.
J-Dub, did you see it?
What?
The holster.
The drop leg thing?
Mm-hmm. For 1911.
I got Jugger said it's the wheel of misfortune. It's the wheel of disappointment. Like you're not gonna win. Like that's the thing. Like there's only one winner because it has to. Like if it could choose no winner, it would.
It would.
Yeah. Like, sorry guys, nobody won this time. Oh, the dude says, "Don't feel bad. I won the worst belt in the industry."
Remember that when we didn't have cool guests like Woody giving away cool stuff, and we were like, you gave away the worst belt.
We're like, hey, it's the Goobers belt. I don't want it. Who enter to win? Like, we don't want it either. Like, perfect. You were entered.
Are we still on the? Is the GBRS still the king of the worst?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That one. I think it's so much worse because it's so much more expensive than the best too. I think that like is like really the nail in the coffin of like it's significantly bad and it's 3 times the cost of the best one.
Dude, I still have my axle belt and I love it.
It's good. But there's nothing wrong with the axle and it's not stupidly expensive. Like this thing, the GBR's belt is twice the cost of axle.
Yeah. The only problem with my axle, I ordered it when they blew up and they weren't ready for that.
Yeah.
Like what's about to happen to poor Woody.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, that's why Joe's asking, like, so where's your warehouse at? Like, what do you mean? It's just me.
Yep.
I
think it took like 2 months for my axle belt, 3.
J-Dub says, yeah, the dude won my garbage GGG belt. He's won a lot of crappy belts. Like, I didn't realize that. So J-Dub says, he goes, yeah, that holster that a viewer gave you. Thought I was more than that.
That's my best buddy that I've never met.
Yeah, about to say, like, J-Dub thinks you guys are dating, and Joe's like, I don't know about that.
I just didn't want to make it publicly known. Thanks, J-Dub.
Caleb goes, yeah, they've done some strange giveaways. I won Walsh's shirt, and someone else got his workout plate carrier.
Shirt off your back.
Exactly happened.
And that happened when you weren't really even here. Well,
the shirt was. The plate carrier was like, where did this plate carrier come from? Like, it's the one I work out in. Like, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Okay. This is a good banter for everyone here. Woody, you included. I'm looking. 076 Liberty says, I'm looking for a new belt. What is the best belt?
Axle.
Think so?
Yeah,
that's the only one I have to compare it to. Like, I've worn some duty belts and stuff, but
I'm right up there with my top 3 are the HRT Axle and DM. I think you can't go wrong with any of those. Like,
I love the question, so don't take that wrong. I'm not knocking the question. I'm not discounting the question. Thank you for asking it. But if you want a more in-depth answer, Walsh has all the video for all of them, and he rates them and stacks them on 1 through 10.
But what's interesting though is Jason doesn't agree with me. Like, he likes like the Lead Devil style and the Ronin style for duty use. Like, he likes those better than the lighter weight, easier carry axles and DM belts. So
It depends how much stuff you're putting on it.
Yeah. All right, Woody, what's your favorite belt currently?
I'd say the DM belt is probably my well, it's honestly it's the same kind of setup for both the X belt and the DM belt. Obviously, I have to wear the X belts quite a bit more. I do like that the DM belt especially is smooth, right? I mean, like there's no overt thing about it, right? So it's a lot easier to be less tactical looking. If you're trying to pull one over on your department, it's like way easier. So I
think what's
like
cool is
that one a lot.
the DM adapts really well into tech locks too, where it's a lot easier to connect things in and out of it. You can run just a smooth, slick system and then add a bunch of pieces in or remove them. So yeah.
Yep. But I definitely like for weight bearing, I like the fact that both of these belts, your attachments go over the top and through the inner molly, which means all of the weight is supported on the actual structure of the belt and not molly attached to the outside of the structure of the belt.
Yeah, which you'll see on that earlier generation of those Ronin and the Lead Devils, where the weight is on the molly straps. It's not connected into the integrated system of the belt. Yeah, I agree.
Right. Yep. And then for like really heavy duty use, like when I was carrying machine gun pouches and stuff, the AWS SMU belt, they've got that laser cut molly on there. The AWS is super good, and they're a really good deal. Like their stuff is super cheap. And that's the one. Essentially got 6. What's up?
AWS, they're the OEM for Ronin.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know you and I had talked a long time ago. You're like, "Hey, have you ever seen an AWS?" And I was like, "I have not," but like I know their quality because I can just see how they're made. It's like, yep, they look like a good Gen 1, but I think I should probably show one of those one of these days.
Right, and then on top of that, they're a really good company. I mean, like they're like I've talked to them offline and stuff. I mean, they even sent my 7-year-old daughter a belt. So
that's pretty awesome. Yeah, they're super good people.
Yeah.
So the dude says, range, axle, military Ronin, do it all DM, and I'm not. I don't disagree. Like if you told me like, hey, we need to go and like we're gonna go fight robot buzz saws, I'm like, I'm gonna grab the Ronin because this like that thing will literally just make it through everything. But it's also like, hey, we're gonna go through the woods. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. The DM is it's just so adaptable to whatever you're doing. It's good. The HRT is great too. Like they're just very similar in their designs. I don't have anything wrong with either one of them. I could probably use them both interchangeably. Right. I kind of do.
I would say a really big benefit of the DM specifically is the fact that they did molly channels from end to end, even on the parts that overlap. So you can run, like I've run a knife, the belt clip from a knife. I've run that on this section of molly, and then it still folds over, and I have another pouch that is permanently attached in front of it. So you can do a lot more. You can layer your stuff that way.
Yeah, and I do the MDT shot timer that I can just feed through there, which connects in with like a magnet, and it just works perfect because they run it all the way to the end. One thing with the dude,
yeah, and then if you have to
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if you have to pay out for lack of working out for that year, you still have that molly, like in the sections. Yeah, so if you're paying it out this far, you're still getting the molly there. Like, say I can run my badge holder through that section, and it's not in the way. You know what I mean? So
yeah. The dude says his Ronin is 2 years old and still looks brand new. I did that review when we started the channel, Joe, like the very first battle belt. That thing is.
I like how you're asking for confirmation. I have no idea, dude. You've done so many belt videos.
Time ago. So however old that video is, the dude, that thing looks brand spanking new, and that thing has taken like a absolute beating of just being at videos forever. So yeah.
Don't believe him. It's gone to the range a lot.
Okay, it's gone to the range a lot. I mean, it's just been a lot of working out.
Woody laughs at all my jokes. We need to have him on.
He's just nice. He's just nice as well.
Yeah, I guess. He's just pacifying me.
Yeah. J-Dub says, I want to love the HRT, but I'd probably say the DM is probably the best. You're really splitting hairs. I'm going to tell you right now. Like, they're the same. Like, they're very interchangeably the same. And we have discount codes for both, and I love them both, and they're both great companies, and I support them both. So, yeah, they're good dudes on all of them.
Yeah, I'd say to Joe's point on the axle, the nice thing about the axle, because it has that sliding, where the end slides through the other end of the keeper, you can cinch that down. Like my 15-year-old nephew can fit into my axle belt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another benefit of like peculiar sized people. The axle has that like a wide variety of sizing.
Yeah.
And imagine how all that stuff, the bang hanger and everything, gonna look on the axle belt, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
It's gonna look amazing.
076 Liberty says, I watched the reviews and said he's leaning towards the DM. It's a good option. We love the defense mechanisms guys. I love Jesse and Tim and all them. Just make sure if you purchase one, make sure to use discount code TLDCO. Be a viewer, save some money, be smart. I don't know what happened here, but I haven't talked to. Hold on. Oops. I haven't talked to Hop in a while, but apparently he made some sort of comment about G code. I also made a comment about G code during the Grim Hunter Tactical, the little rapid mag pouches that they have. I don't love G code. I don't hate G code. I like their pouches. Their connection system drives me bonkers. So it's fun to hear.
The correct code was
G code. Anyway, yeah. So it sounds like Hop and it sounds like G code. So I believe all of that. Yeah. Croak says the DM inner belt is great too. Plus one wrap, all the things, but the holster. What do you mean? All the things, but basically does all this stuff. Yeah, but the holster. Yeah, add this in, and it's a really crazy setup. But I'm with you though. The DM also has, besides the Blue Force gear, one we wore forever. I've kind of upgraded to the DM inner belt. It's basically just an upgrade.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Just pick the one that you like the looks of and that matches your price point, and go with it. Because unless you're wearing them both one after another, you're never going to be able to tell the difference between the top 5 belts.
And think of it this way. I've seen them all and worn them all and reviewed them all. And like the top, like what Joe's saying, with the top 4, you just pick one. Yeah. It's like, how much do you want to pay? I want to pay this much. Like, perfect. This one will do you great.
Yep.
Yeah. Caleb said, Walsh, have you checked out the new belt from Blue Alpha Gear? I have not. I know we saw one at SHOT Show. I don't know if that's the same one. Let me look it up while we're talking.
Talking about the Squadron laser cut one that folds both ends to the inside.
I don't know. We're usually pretty good about it. What is it called? I guess maybe the viewers will tell us what it's called. Oh, yeah, that's probably one that. Oh, this Battle Belt Light. Hold on. What do you tell me this one we're talking about? Hold on. Let me share my screen. This one? Yeah, that's the one you're talking about, Caleb. The Battle Belt Light.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's cool looking.
I don't know. I don't see anything that's like hasn't been done.
Mind-blowing. Yeah, but I hate when companies say that. Like Woody said it a couple times. We've had other guests on that said it a couple times. Like, yeah, that already exists, so I'm not going to make that or whatever. But I mean, you can darn near find anything that already exists. So I don't know.
Yeah,
saying that if that's the one that you want to go with, I'm sure that one will work too.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, to me, there's like, are those better than the top 3 bests? No, but it's good. Like Joe said, it'll be fine. Like wherever you're doing for Woody, what are you trying to give us for a presentation?
I was looking at the belt. I'm on a cell phone. So.
Oh my God. Okay, last comment from Kid That Could. Oh yeah, G code is the worst. Just give up already. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand the P and the R and the 1s and the 2s. It confuses me, and then I have some god awful setup. But we have 1 minute left. I'm gonna give it to Woody. First, I want to say thanks for coming over here and coming on the live chat, talking with us, talking about your product, and having a great giveaway for our viewers. If tell us a little bit more where people can find your product and where they can find out more on all your socials and Instagrams and all that stuff.
Yep. So you can order any of the products on guardianwarriorsolutions.com. And then we've got an Instagram, which is the primary catalog for users. If you send me a picture, I can post it, redact anything you want, give you a tag, whatever you're trying to do. I like to post user submissions, so you can hit me up on the Instagram. Yep, that's the two. I don't do a whole ton of social media yet, but that's where you can find us.
You can use discount code Walsh if you want to make my head bigger.
Yes.
Every time you use that, my head just gets a little bit larger. And,
and it's already too big to fit in a helmet.
Yeah.
So imagine what we can get it to.
If you use that code, and you message me, I will message Joe and laugh at him. Like, I will do that for you.
Every time you use code Walsh, the Bang Hangar grows 1/10 of an inch. So.
Okay, so thanks, Woody, for coming out. I appreciate it. Jason's working on some great red dot videos. Joe's got some cool videos coming up. There's going to be.
Oh, it's absolutely riveting. It'll be the best video that you guys watch all year. I'm telling you, riveting. You'll be glued to the screen.
Joe is like Joe was pretty impressed. So look at this. Yeah. Mike says he used all caps. Yeah, you have to use all caps. Like, you're yelling at me. Like, that's how you know. That's how you know you're really using the code properly. But thanks so much, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I know we have our core set of viewers. I just want to say thanks to all of you for coming out here every week. You're the ones that make all this like tons of fun for us to just BS with you. And we really try to make this whole live chat more about you all than about us. I get to make fun of Joe every day, but Thursdays for you guys.
Yeah. Special for you guys.
Yeah. Joe,
and then I go and cry.
Joe, anything else from you before we close it out?
Nope.
All righty. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out, and we'll catch you again next Thursday. All right, everyone.